If you call yourself a witch, to many people, that sounds crazy. That sounds absolutely bonkers. There is no shortage of people that's ready to joke and criticize your claim. Now, if you were to tell people you were a Christian, they will not laugh at you and they will not joke about you. If you tell them you were a Buddhist or if you tell them you were a Catholic, ain't got no problems. But if you tell them you're a witch, there's a lot of jokes, and all of a sudden, everyone becomes a comedian. Everyone has something sideways to say. The first lesson you have to learn in the magical arena is that you got to stop giving a damn about what people think and say about you. Because, see, the sheer claim that I am a witch raises problems with many people, and not just outside of the magical world. There are some females listening to me right now that are saying, how could you be a witch when you're a man? Should you be like a wizard? The word witch don't belong to a woman. In fact, look at the history and talk to some learned witches, and you will find out that I am identifying myself correctly. But in all earnest, I don't give a damn what you think. I call myself what I choose to call myself. So when we're moving in this space, if we're to be powerful practitioners, we got to stop giving a damn about what people think and say. Now, in this magical community, I've read so many books that practitioners are telling us that magic is not like the movies, or that we can't do what the movies say we can do, or we cannot use magic to get rich, or magic cannot be the cure all. It's a part of life, it's not life in total. And many practitioners have bought into this nonsense. Many of us have. Now, what you decide to do is your own business, but don't tell me what I should do, okay? I believe in the woo. Now, while we're going around here saying that our belief system cannot make us wealthy, people like Kenneth Copeland and Bill Winston and Creflo Dollar and the late Fred Casey Price and Joel Osteen, they're preaching that their God can make you rich. That their God can make you wealthy, that if you delight yourself in the Lord, he shall give you the desires of your heart. Psalms 37, and they're preaching Joshua 1 and 8 and Psalms 1 and 1. And we're going around here broke, poor, and pitiful, saying that we wield cosmic magical forces. And they laugh at us, but they're going to do that anyway. We don't care about that. But my point is why is it okay for the Christian to believe his God can really make him rich, but we go around here and we believe that our magic can't make us rich? I am a believer that magic can make you more wealthier than your wildest dreams, that there is no limit to what magic can do. But you gotta do the practice. You must do the work. You must learn the fundamentals of the craft. You gotta understand the importance of the belief of the mind and reshaping the mind. And this is a problem because, a lot of witches don't like doing shit. We don't like studying. We don't like learning. No, the only thing that we want to do is talk shit on TikTok and sit down and eat something and grow fat. That's what most of us want to do. But we don't really like studying. I was talking to this witch one time. And I said to her, I called her on the phone and she said, call me back, I'm reading. And the first question I asked is, what are you reading? She's talking about tarot. The only reading most witches do is the tarot set. And we barely do that right. We barely do that right. No wonder so many people mock the craft. So no wonder. Okay, we spend very little time working on telekinesis, very little time working on telepathy, very little time working on prophecy and our psychic abilities. We don't want to do that. No, we just want to dress in a robe, put a competent on. A competent is a witch's hat. Put that on, walk down the streets with a broomstick, not flying down. We don't believe we can fly on a damn thing. We want to walk down the street with a broomstick and sing a song. And that's the breath of our power. That's ridiculous. I am not one of these kind of witches that want to walk down the street hitting a drum and singing a song. Now, if you want to do that again, that's your business. I would rather my bills be paid. I would rather letting my finances soar. I would rather my relationships work right. I would rather my body be healed. I would rather see my magical manifestation in my life than to walk around here playing dress up like it's Halloween or something. Now, I am not shitting on what you do with your clothes, because I dress a lot of times in robes and I love my witch's hats. But that's not the completeness of my craft. It is time for us to wield these cosmic forces we believe in and stop apologizing to muggles and normies and no-mages about what we can't do in front of them because we haven't achieved a certain level in our magic. You know, you may not be able to levitate like Hermione Granger. That shouldn't stop you from continuing the practice of it and continuing to strive to do it. But because we're embarrassed when we tell somebody we're a witch, we're already half embarrassed, and they say, well, do something. And because we can't do something, we think, well, okay, it must not work like the movies. It must not. What a joke. In the Bible, Jesus was doing magic up and down Galilee. He was doing all kind of miracles, doing all kind of wonders. And his reputation got back to his home country, Nazareth. He went there, but the scriptures say that he could not do much magic in Nazareth because of their unbelief. The surrounding that he was in negated his ability. Wow. Wow. And we're going to talk about how your surroundings can limit what you can do if you don't grow stronger than your surrounding. I am a firm believer you need to be careful who you are around. You need to be careful who you make friends with. You need to be careful what you're talking about, what you're listening to, what music you're listening to, and what movies you're watching. You should be careful. And you should make a habit, in my opinion. Now, again, do what you want to do. And when I say you should, I'm just saying this here as a figure of speech. I am not ordering you to do anything. I am not the bishop of witchcraft. I'm only a teacher. So you have the right to be as weak as Gilderoy Lockhart. You can be as weak as he is. It ain't none of my business. You know, your poverty ain't my business. If your lights get cut off, that's you in the dark. If you don't have no chicken to eat, your belly is hungry. But Abiyah gonna get him some chicken. And Abiyah is gonna have him some lights. Because I believe that my magic will provide for me. I believe it with everything in me. I didn't come to an empty craft. I didn't come to a circle that can't do nothing. I didn't come to a place that just can stimulate me mentally and give me mental assent. No, I'm after it, man. I'm desiring the greatest of the good and the best of the best. And I believe in the craft we can have that. But the first step in getting it, you got to be bold enough to be wooish. I don't care if you think I'm intelligent or not. I don't care if you think I'm smart or not. I don't care. And that's one good thing we can say for the word of faith, folks. They don't care how crazy they sound to you. They believe what they believe, many of them. And I'm making a choice to believe what I believe. And I don't give a damn what you think about it. Hey, this is Abba Yah. Until next time, guys, blessed be.